guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Courtney and I've been a part-time reseller since 2018. And today I have a buy sell trade haul for you guys. I have a dog next to me. I was like, why is this moving? But she just laid down. So I was not planning on shopping this day. I was actually going to try to sell items to my local Style Encore. I say local, it's like a 25-minute drive from me, but the closest one to me. I went to take some items that I got in some thread-up boxes and some stale inventory and just random things that I had around the house to try to sell them. Just trying to clean up my death pile area a little bit. And when I got there to sell, they were having a 70% off clearance sale. And typically when I go to like the 70, 80-ish% off clearance sales, I don't find a ton of great quality items, but they had an insane stock of clearance items. Like every single section was packed full. Normally when I go to these sales, they're really picked over and there's lots of space in the racks, but these were just packed in tight. And I personally prefer Style Encore to some of the other buy sell trade stores because they have a range of items and ages and styles and brands and things like that. Like if you go to Plato's or Uptown Cheapskate, they're just very specific to a certain demographic, like teens, 20s, that kind of thing. Lots of like Zara, Princess Polly, Urban Outfitters, and you know, I do sell those brands too, but I really enjoy Style Encore because it has all of that stuff plus brands like J. Jill, Chico's, like the more mature brands that I also like to sell. So Style Encore is by far one of my favorite like buy sell trade stores to actually source from. So when I saw they were having the sale, I was like, well, I guess I'm shopping. So I would say that I was successful. Found quite a bit. So I counted it up and it looks like I purchased 41 items. Now I will say there are a couple personal items in here, a couple things I got for my mom because she loves Chico's, and she's a little tiny thing. She's petite, so she has to wear like specific styles if they're not petite, and I did find a few of those, so I picked those up for her. But even including those in my cost of goods, I only spent $4.22 a piece. Now granted, I did have, they ended up buying, apparently they were like clearly overloaded with clothing, so they were not buying a lot. So I took 3 whole bins in and they only bought 11 items from me, but they did give me $45.54 for that. And so because I knew I was going to be spending more than that, I just decided to put that towards whatever I was purchasing for the sale. So my total for the 41 items rang up to $223.20. After the $45.54 credit was applied, state tax, local tax, all that kind of stuff, I ended up paying out of pocket $190.10. So that is the number that I'm using for my cost of goods. So I just divided $190.10 by 41 items, and that's where I came up with the $4.22 cost. So pretty good. I do have, I've told you guys before, a thrift outlet near me, and they have days like all the way down to 50-cent days. So occasionally I'll go there and find a lower cost of good, but typically I go to regular thrift stores. So my average cost of good, I mean, I've never actually calculated it, but if I had to guess, it'd be somewhere between like $6 and $8. So a $4.22 cost of goods is great for me. So anyways, this is, like I said, over 40 items, so this is going to be probably a long video, so I'm going to go ahead and jump into it. I did find quite a few new with tags items as well, which was nice. So this is a new with tags item. This is a Lane Bryant, the Bryant Blazer. It's in a plus size 28, and it's just this like oatmeal color. It's got these gold accent buttons. Let's see if it has a retail. Yeah, it retailed for $119. So this was a fantastic pickup, and I also, kind of creepy to smell clothing from a buy sell trade, but I don't know what they put in their air system at this store, but it smells so good. It does not smell like a thrift store, which some of the buy sell trades can. So really impressed with that. All right, this is a new with tags piece as well, and it is a new to me brand. I did look this one up because they had it listed for $60, and even 70% off of 60 is still a pretty substantial amount, like more than I would typically spend at a thrift store. So I wanted to make sure it was worth it. I don't know how to even say this. Akasha, maybe, if those are supposed to be A's. This is a size medium, and this is a puffer jacket. So I did do a specific comp research on puffer jackets from this brand. that were new at tags, and I don't remember off the top of my head because I looked so many things up this day. I don't remember what the comps were, but I remember thinking that even 70% off of $60 was worth it to flip it. So that was a great find. It's not even like vaguely familiar to me, so I don't know where they sell that brand or anything. All right, this is one I did not look up, but it was a Stitch Fix collaboration and it was super cute, so I figured I couldn't go wrong with it. Well, I'll be posting comps on the screen, so you guys will know before me if it was a good pickup or a bad pickup. So Katie Storino collab with Stitch Fix, and this is just super cute. This must be plus size. Yeah, 2X. Uh-oh. If it's a jumpsuit, yeah, it's a jumpsuit, so I won't keep it. I don't do jumpsuits, but this was a maxi dress. I definitely would have kept it. So wide leg jumpsuit. It's got a like watercolor floral pattern to it. Button in the front. It is sleeveless. I don't see, yeah, there's no zipper or anything. So I guess you just pull it on, and then the back of the neck has a hook and eye closure. So there'll be a little bit of a keyhole there. But that was super cute. Should I start a tally for how many times I say that was super cute? Oh, all right, this is a new to me brand as well. It just intrigued me. It looked very much like an outdoorsy kind of tag, obviously, because it has the mountains on it. It's O'Hanlon Mills, if that's how you say that, size medium. So this is just a cardigan. I want to say, if I remember correctly, I couldn't find a ton of cardigans that it sold, but everything else that it sold from this brand seemed to do really well. And this was only marked at $10, so I only paid $3 for it. So this is just a bread and butter brand for me. I only get it like if it's new at tags or substantial. Because this was new at tags, I did grab it. In one of my recent thrift hauls from a Goodwill, I actually found one may even be this exact dress, really similar dresses. And I did comp them on that trip. And I want to say it was like 45 to 65 were comps for like a traditional career style purple Ralph Lauren new at tags dress. All right, I don't pick up Talbots all the time, but this was an extra large and it was new at tags. Originally it retailed for $90. It looks like whoever purchased this paid $70 for it. And I just thought this was a really cute style. It's definitely gonna be perfect for spring. It gives like a nautical vibe, like something you'd wear like beachside or to a lake or something like that. So it's got this button down detail in the back, but you know, super simple, but also super precious. I can see that flying out of my closet. All right, I didn't do this on purpose, but up next is another new with tags Talbots piece. This is an X, which is their plus size line because it says Talbot's Woman. So my guess is this is a 1X, and this is just a surplice faux wrap blouse. The retail is not on there, but if I had to guess, it probably retailed around the same as that last one, like $70 to $90. So just a staple piece, perfect for, you know, a mature woman that's looking for a nice blouse. Gosh, I knew I had a lot of new at tags. I didn't realize it was this many. Maybe they're all just stacked in this one. All right, this is a new to me brand, size 1X. I don't remember if I comped this or not. I probably did, just because it kind of feels boutique-y to me. But it is embroidered. I'd say this is it feels longer than a tunic, but I personally would not feel comfortable wearing something this short. So maybe a more petite plus size person could pull this off as a dress, but definitely not me. But it was new at tags. Yeah, I guess I looked this one up and thought it was worth it. Or did I buy this for myself? Hard to say. Maybe I bought this for myself. Anyways, I will look it up and put comps on the screen. All right, yet another new with tags piece. This one is Show Me Your Moo. I used to pick this up anytime I found it, but I have slowed down on it. It has to be like either a really substantial piece or new with tags, which this one was. Brand new with tags. This one's a size medium. It is a monochrome, one color, embroidered, semi-sheer, probably like a beach cover-up if I had to guess. I mean, I guess you could wear this as a blouse. It's kind of like a poncho style. It does have tassels. They're tucked inside. There we go. Yeah, so super cute. And this one was marked at 18, so what is that, $4.50 maybe that I paid for it, maybe a little bit more than that. Definitely worth it. I want to show you guys a little intermission here. I think I've shown y'all before, but I do have a lot of new subscribers. So I have a doodle dog. She's a golden doodle named Remy, and she needs a haircut right now. And she is, come here, Remy, come here. Come here. We gotta show him your ponytail. Come here. Come on. Ugh. God. Look at the ponytail. She needs a haircut so bad. She can't see because her hair's so long. So she's sporting a little pony on top, and she hates me. She's literally like, get me down. Oh, it was too cute not to share. I am still so sore from my gym classes. My back is incredibly sore. I have two, if I didn't mention it, I have two full IKEA bags to show you guys, and loading those in with a sore back was not fun. Okay, up next is a plus size piece, Lane Bryant, size 18. I don't remember if I picked this up for myself or to sell. I don't sell a lot of Lane Bryant unless it's more substantial, like that blazer that I showed you guys first. So my guess is I probably picked this up for myself to try on. I will sell it. Like if that doesn't work for me, I'll list it. But Lane Bryant, typically like a blouse like that would sell for like $14 to $18 or so. You know, so not a great flip. Probably wouldn't pick it up just to resell. But if I pick it up for myself and it doesn't work, then I'll list it so I don't lose out on money. Alrighty. This is an Evereve dress, size extra small. This is a brand that I think I learned from Jack and Ryan over at the Jack Valentine channel. But this is really pretty. Bentley's right behind me. I'm trying not to step on him. So this is a maxi dress, purple floral. It is tiered, lined. So figured I couldn't go wrong with that. I have listed an Evereve piece in the last few months, and it hasn't had a lot of traction. So I'm not sure if maybe I have it overpriced or if it's just the style. I want to say it was also a maxi dress. So, all right, this is a piece for my mom. So Mom, if you're watching, this is coming your way. It is just this really pretty salmon Chico's piece with this design. So like I said, she's petite, so I can't get her anything that's like a full length arm because it'll like her arm will be swimming in it. But this is a 3/4 length sleeve, so it'll probably be a full length sleeve on her. But this is definitely her color. She has similar skin tone to me, and every time we wear coral or salmon or any of those colors, we get a lot of compliments. All right, this is another Ralph Lauren dress. I picked this one up because it was only marked at $10, which means it's only, what is that? Must be makeup. So 70% off of 10 would be $3. So I only paid $3 for this. This is a snakeskin surplice front sleeveless career dress. It's just one of those like slinky, stretchy materials. If that was any more than $3 or $4, I would have left it. Right. I want to say maybe I got this to try on, which I have not been an extra large in a long time. I don't know that I'm quite there yet, but I am on a little health journey, and I'm hoping to get down to that size so I can shop in a regular store. But Indigo Rose is definitely not a brand that I would pick up to sell. So my guess is I probably got this to try on for myself. So even if it doesn't fit now, I might save it to see if I can wear it down the road when I do get a little bit smaller. So really, really pretty. Again, that's that same colorway that everyone always says works for my skin. And it's got this really pretty like rose print on it. I don't know if I showed you guys a close up, but look how pretty that is. Very feminine. You okay, Bentley? All right, this is another Show Me Your Moo piece. This is the Moo Mellow line, which I don't know that I've ever sold anything from that. But I think this is a knit, like tunic cover-up. I have sold cover-ups before, and I want to say the last one I sold, granted it was like black and white, it wasn't floral, but I think it sold for like $60 or something like that. It was a consignment piece that I was selling for a girl, but it sold really quickly and really well. All right, this I just got for myself for the gym. It's like a no-name brand. It's, I don't even know where they sell that, Kohls or something, but just got this for myself to wear on those chilly mornings. All right, this was an exciting find. This was a Lululemon maxi dress. So it is solid black. I hope I don't get it under the lights and find any flaws. It does have like a epic side slit. Let me see if I can find, where's the back? Yeah, here's the logo. It is a monochrome logo. So I don't pick up all Lululemon anymore, which is so sad for me to say. When I first started reselling 5 years ago, like that was honestly the first 3 years probably that I was reselling Lululemon was like finding gold, no matter what style, what colorway, what length, what anything. And it's just not the case anymore. You know, some of the more trendy styles like the wide leg leggings, I think they're called, is that what they're calling them? Wide leg leggings? I call them yoga pants, but wide leg leggings, something like this, like a maxi dress. But even this, I looked up comps on just to make sure that it was worth it, and it was. So this was listed at $29, which means I paid right under $9 for it. And I think comps were around like 50 or 60 for the maxi dresses. So in my opinion, that was worth it. All right, this is one I wish I would have remembered to put this in my plus size whatnot show that I had last night, which went pretty well, by the way. This is Torrid size 4. It is new with tags, retailed for $55.50, but this will be perfect for somebody for Valentine's Day if I can get my you-know-what together and get it listed. It's a fully sequined lined tank top, new with tags. So I really wish this was my size, because I think I told you guys I have a Valentine's Day shopping event that I run at work, and I always tried to dress the theme, and that would have been perfect. All right, this I got for myself. It's just the brand Spence, but it's this really pretty floral. I actually try to stay away from wearing like creams and whites like this because it washes me out, but since it had such a bold floral print on it, I figured I'd give it a try. And if not, I'll probably just put it in a pile. I won't even bother reselling that one, but I'll probably put it in a pile in case I do another plus size whatnot show. And you know what? Some of this I may have picked up thinking I was going to put it in my plus size whatnot show, and I forgot. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that happened. So I guess another plus size whatnot show is coming y'all's way. This one I probably picked up for that as well, because yellow is not my color. This is Talbot size 2X. This is really pretty though. Like if I had a spray tan, I would definitely wear this. Just not going for the jaundice look. It's not really my vibe. Should probably speed this up. We're not even halfway through yet. All right. This was one of the first things I picked up there. It is soft surroundings, which I don't typically pick up in smaller sizes unless it's substantial, which this is. So this is a, what do they call this? I know it's like a version of tie-dye, but I think it has a word that I can never remember. But this is a super boho, like right up the alley of what soft surroundings is. I can just see somebody loving this. It's got some patch pockets on the side, really pretty. It's unlined, so it's like a, it's got to be like a cotton or a linen blend. Probably a cotton is what it feels like. Really breezy. Alrighty, this is not a brand I always pick up. It is a brand that's sold sometimes at Anthropologie. It's called 1 September. This is a size small, but I did make an exception this time because this was this really stunning maxi dress. I really racked up in the long dress section. I got quite a few. So really pretty. It is tiered. It's got, what is that, koi fish? Yeah, koi fish on it, which is fun and unique. So it's got a tie in the back, and yeah, I think this one was listed around $9 as well after the discount. All right, you guys know I love this brand, Habitat. I just recently hauled it for you guys from my little mom and pop thrift store. I think I found a few pieces this trip from this brand, so you know, it's very staple, like bread and butter, but it typically sells for like 35 to 45 for me, which is pretty good. All right, this is one I'm sure I was planning to put in that whatnot show. Torrid size 2. I don't think I would have bought this for myself because of the color. It's a good thing I didn't find this in my a color that would work for me, because I definitely would have kept it. It's my kind of sweater. All right. This is one that I looked up because it definitely gave like Johnny Was, Savannah Jane kind of vibes. The brand is Sister Mary, which I'd never heard of, but the construction of this was just stunning. So it intrigued me and I looked it up, and this brand definitely sells well. I don't know that I would go so far to call it a bolo, and honestly I haven't listed it yet, so it could be one that'll sit forever, but so in that case I would not consider it a bolo. But in terms of sold comps, if you can find it cheap enough, I think it is worth looking out for. I want to say it was around like $50 to $60 sold comps for fully embroidered pieces like this one. All right, this is another one I probably got for that Whatnot show. Rachel Roy. I don't typically sell this brand. This is a 16W cold shoulder, flutter sleeve, tie waist maxi dress, which I may end up keeping this for myself because that is one size away from where I am now. And I love a good floral maxi dress. That is literally all I wear in the spring and sometimes even through the summer. This is that second Habitat piece that I told you guys about. This one's a size small and it's that gauzy cotton material. So I think that'll do well. All right, last piece in the first bag. I think I got this for my mom as well. Chico's leopard, and it is long sleeve, but it's roll tab sleeve, so she could roll it up so it'd be short enough for her. But our favorite football team is the Jacksonville Jaguars, so this would be perfect for her to wear to a game or for a game party or anything like that. So I was planning on surprising her with all this, but I can't keep a secret, so Mom, surprise. All right, I'm gonna put all this back to make some room for the bag number 2. Okay, bag number 2, starting out with quite a bit of denim. This was the first section that I hit up when I got there. All right, I don't pick up a ton of Levi's anymore, but this had a lot of sellable factors. So the rib cage is one of the styles that still sells decent for me. Wide leg is really in right now, and it was a size 32, which I think is what, like a 12 or a 14? I'm gonna say a 12. So these were in excellent condition. They're a darker wash, so could not say no to these. I think they'll do well. Yeah, they only had them listed at $18, so whatever 70% off of 18 is what I paid. All right, this is a pair of Madewell plus size. I think I got these to list, not to put in my Whatnot show. These are pull-on denim. I'd say like straight leg is probably the best way to describe them, but they do have more of like a baggy, like jogger fit, even though they're not tied around the ankles. Patch pockets on back. I may try those on, but I'm not super into the baggy look. If you guys watched my last video, I think it was my last video, or maybe the one before that, where I showed you my wide leg pants that I bought. Happy to report, I did wear them out, and I was self-conscious the entire time. Honestly, I don't hate the way that they look. I just don't know what shoes to wear with them. Like, I have seen people wear Uggs with them, but like I can't wear Uggs to work. So I think I wore them out to a site visit for work when I knew I wasn't going into the office that day. And I was just like hyper aware of my pants all day long. So, you know, maybe I'll just keep trying until it gets to a point where I don't notice it anymore. But if you have any tips for the kind of shoes to wear with wide leg cropped jeans, please comment below and let me know, because my millennial self has no idea where to start. All right, this is a pair of size 16 regular Abercrombie & Fitch 90s slim straight ultra high rise, which anything 90s, 70s, Y2K, 2000s does well. This isn't a bigger size. It's not the Curve Love style, which is my preference to sell. It does a little bit better for me, but still thought that was worth picking up. All right, so I got these. I think this is, whoops. Yeah, so I found these Albion pants, and when I found them, they were new with tags, but when I was pulling them out of my trunk, this is the Style Encore here, I don't know if they're all like this, but this one is bagless. So like I couldn't even buy a reusable bag. They didn't have any to sell, and I forgot, I wasn't planning on shopping, so I didn't have any IKEA bags or anything. And so I just literally, it took me like 3 trips to get all this out to my car, and I just threw it in the trunk. And then I had my Hulken bag from another trip that I put on top of it, and when I went to pull these out, the tag snapped. But I do have one of those guns where I can put it back on, which I'll do, but I was super annoyed when that happened. But it's just this pair of Albion, are they joggers? Yeah, they're joggers. They've got a zip bottom with that elastic band around the ankle, drawstring. What size? Size extra large. And these are the Jet Setter joggers, and they retailed for $88, and they're an extra large tall, so that's a great size. Let's see, do they have a pocket so I can put this tag in it? Yes. All right. Up next is Pure Jill by J. Jill. It is their linen line. This is new with tag size large. I would not have picked this up if it was not new with tags. I know some people sell it. It just doesn't move quickly enough for me to pick up not new with tags. So it's really boxy fit. It's almost like a dip dye. Like somebody just dipped this in a bucket of dye and pulled it out, which super cute, super boho, really breezy. It's gotta be 100% linen. I don't know if their whole linen line is 100% linen. Yeah, this one is for sure. I don't know if their whole line is 100% linen or if it can be like a combination too. All right, this I got for myself, again, for working out. It is cropped, which is not normally my vibe, but I had a moment of bravery. I don't know how many of you guys follow me on my personal channel, but I've kind of been documenting my, or not my personal channel, my personal Instagram page. I've kind of been documenting my like whole, I don't want to call it a weight loss journey because it's so much more than that. Like I have so many big goals that have nothing to do with the scale. And one of my long-term goals was feeling comfortable wearing a crop top, like to the gym or in general, or doing like a front tuck. And I had a moment, I was getting ready for the gym the other morning, and I was like, why am I waiting until the end of my journey to be okay with that? Like, I'm just gonna do it. And I occasionally purchase a cute crop top, and I'm like, maybe one day I'll have the guts to wear it. And I just put it on and wore it to the gym. And I posted about it on my Instagram story. It was like a super vulnerable post, and literally the worst angle that you could ever take. I took a video of myself and posted that to my Instagram story, and feedback was great. And today, I don't know if you can see, I'm sporting a front tuck, kind of. It's still kind of covering, but I just felt like it added a little bit to this outfit. So anyways, all that to be said, this is me just telling you to do the brave thing. Like you could have bet me $1,000, not even a few weeks ago, that I would wear a crop top to the gym, and I would have said, absolutely not, hard no. There's no chance. I'll give you $1,000. Like, it's not happening. And I did it, and I didn't die. Like, I survived. Nobody said anything about it. I didn't catch anybody looking at me, looking at my stomach, looking at, like anything, judging me. And I was like, why did I make such a big deal about it? Now, granted, like I was in a safe space. I was at my gym where I felt comfortable, and I kind of calculated the situation that I put myself in to make sure that it wouldn't be a bad experience. But even in that case, like, you can't control everybody and their thoughts and what they do and where they look and things like that. And it was fine. Like, literally nobody cared. And even when I posted it on social media, nobody cared. No negative comments, only positive comments. So you know what? I bought another crop top, and I am going to wear it. I'm just going to do it. So yeah, if I can do that, anybody can do anything, because that was like top 5 scariest things probably I've ever done. I don't know, that's probably dramatic, but anyways, that was a little side tangent. Moving back into the haul, this is Lane Bryant, size 18-20. I think I probably got this for myself. It is a longer length Lane Bryant sweater. I don't know why I bought that for myself, or you know what, I probably got that for my plus size whatnot show, because I have about 100 of that color sweater of all different brands. All right, this was a new to me brand that I was super stoked about. The quality just felt really, really nice, so it made me look it up. Let's see if I can figure out how this works. I think this is the front. It's got all these cutouts, And then the back is like super open and stringy, but it is new with tags, and the brand is Beach Bunny Swimwear. And I saw the tag, it retails for $145. So I thought maybe this would be one similar to like L Space and Beach Riot and things like that. And I looked up comps and it definitely is. It's got this high slit in the side. This is the kind of tie-dye that I was talking about earlier that I can never remember the name for. It's got a specific style name, and it's just, I don't find it enough to remember. But if you know what it is, drop it in the comments. Maybe it'll help me remember for next time. This is another Talbot's piece. It is plus size, new with tags, 18W. I think it's a trench coat. It originally retailed for $180 and it was marked down to $88.99. Oh no, this is it's like a trench dress. It's a wrap dress. So the fact that it's a wrap dress, it looks like a trench coat. It's new with tags, it's plus size. Brand is Talbot's. I was like, I'm not gonna leave that one behind. All right, I don't pick this brand up a lot, but I do pick up their more substantial outerwear pieces. I think it was my friend Kathy over at Ginger Marvin. She, maybe like 2 months ago, 1 or 2 months ago, I don't know if it was on her YouTube channel or on her Instagram, but she was talking about a cabbie. I think it was like a long line cardigan or a long line coat that she found, and apparently it was like a mega bolo, like resold for like $150 to $200. So I definitely keep my eye out for things like that. But this one is, it's almost like somewhere between a shacket and a jean jacket. I'm not really sure which category I'll list it in, but it's got these super cute like patch pocket. It almost looks like it was like a bleached denim, like it was originally a full blue denim jacket and somebody bleached it and the pockets didn't quite bleach all the way, which is super unique. So I actually didn't look up comps because this I grabbed on my way out, but I ended up paying like $6 for it. So hopefully the comps justify that. All right, speaking of L Space, I did find an L Space piece, new with tags. This one's a size medium, and let me see if I can figure this out. It is a strapless jumpsuit. It's got a drawstring waist, wide leg. It's this like really pretty mauve color. It does have pockets, and there's like an interior like smocked bra band. So, you know, if you have girls a little bit on the smaller side, definitely wouldn't be made for somebody like me, but somebody on the smaller side could probably get away without a bra with that interior smocking. All right. All right, this, I don't pick up a lot of Madewell anymore, but this is a Madewell size extra large, and it was an outerwear piece in like the super trendy camo. So I don't know if camo is like specifically in right now as a trend, but I feel like there's always like a subcategory of people who will always wear camo. So anyways, it was in a great size. Like I said, extra large, great condition. So wasn't gonna leave that behind for such a big sale. All right, winding down, just a few pieces left. What are we at? 36, yeah, I knew this one was gonna be a long one, 36 minutes. All right, this is another one that I don't always pick up, OPT. I know it can sell well. I only get it in substantial pieces, which I felt like this qualified as. It's got a long sleeve with a little flutter sleeve at the end. It's definitely a midi tiered dress, not quite maxi. But I saw somebody pick this up recently and they posted comps and they looked good. So I did look up comps on this before I bought it, and it was still worth it. They only had it listed as at $12, so I think I paid like $4 for it. I don't even know where that's sold. All right, we got another J. Jill new with tags piece. This was also from their Love Linen line. This one's a size extra small. Comes with the extra button, and it is just this linen button down, like oatmeal colored sleeveless dress with a collar. All the buttons are there. I did double check before I purchased it. So hopefully that'll do well. It does not have the original retail price on it, so I don't know what they charged for that originally. All right, I think this is another one I got for my mom, another Chico's piece. It's just a solid black, little ties on the sleeves there. All right, this was very exciting. So I've known about this brand for a while, but I didn't learn about it until they released a Kohls version of it, which I heard decreased the value of the original line. It was originally considered a designer, Elizabeth and James. So I was starting to do my research by looking at all the interior tags to see if this was one that was sold at Kohls. I couldn't find anything that said Kohls on the fabric tag, which is where it usually is. So I went ahead and looked at the newer tags, and I don't think Kohls is charging $525 for a dress. So I think it's safe to say that this is the original Elizabeth and James designer line. So the fact that it's new with tags, I was not going to leave this. It is striped. It's got a very unique texture to it. Like, it's definitely a satin material, but it's not a thin satin. It's got some structure to it. It is tiered, spaghetti strap. Did I say it's a size 2? So yeah, this, it doesn't have a style name on it. It does have a style number though, so I'll be able to look up a stock photo, which is great, because that one, I don't know that that one's gonna thrive on just a regular hanger for photos. All right, this one I may regret getting, but they only had it listed at $15 and it was new with tags. So this is the Nines by Hatch, which, if you're not aware, Hatch is a Bolo brand in the maternity line category. They make super trendy and super cute things, and it retails for a pretty penny. The Nines is a diffusion line within Hatch, and I don't recommend, like, I've found it many times and not picked it up because comps didn't justify it. I think it's maybe sold at Target, but this one was new with tags and they only wanted $15 for it, so after a discount it was like $4, and it's a jumpsuit. So I figured, what the heck, and I think I found this pretty early on in my day before I realized how much I was actually going to find. If I had gone through my cart again, I probably would have put it back, but I have it now, so I'm going to list it. All right, this was a brand new to me brand. I'd never heard of it, and I actually was like going through the rack and I passed it and I was like, that sounds interesting, and I was maybe like 5 or 6 pieces of clothing later, and I was like, you know what, let me go back and look at that and just check it out. And it ended up being a great brand. Ministry of Supply is the brand. This one is new with tags. It's called the Composite Merino Long Sleeve Tee, and it literally has nothing going for it. Like, it's just a basic t-shirt, but when I looked up comps, basic t-shirts were absolutely worth picking it up. I want to say it was maybe in like the $40 to $60 range, if I remember correctly, but go by whatever's on the screen, because I looked up a lot of things that day and I can't really remember. So anyways, that one is definitely one that I will add to my mental Bolo list. So if I see it out in the wild, I will pick it up. And lastly, we have a Garnet Hill petite medium gauzy cotton maxi dress, which I don't pick up all Garnet Hill, but this is another one kind of like J. Jill and Talbot's. If I can find it in a more substantial piece or new with tags, I will get it. So I think it was Mackenzie over at McThrifty that recently fell into like a huge lot at a Goodwill of like Talbot's, Garnet Hill, J. Jill, those kind of brands. And she said they all sold like almost immediately for her. Granted, I think hers were in bigger sizes, and that's a petite medium, so may not be the case for that piece, but you know, inspired me to try it out and pick it up. So that is absolutely everything. 41 minutes. Haven't had a long haul like that in a minute. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I am going to go ahead and get this listed. Hopefully, I say that, those are my famous last words, and then they sit in a bag for a month. But I do have Monday off, which is Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and I plan on working on reselling all day. So hopefully I'll be able to get some of this processed and listed as soon as this is all the stuff that I sold last night. Well, not all of it sold, but majority of it sold last night on my plus size whatnot show. So I've got to get all that shipped and packaged before I can open up some hangers on my rack to process anything else. So anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. As always, just a reminder, I do have a reselling Instagram account. I'll put it up here on the screen, but it's magnolia.thrifter. Post a lot of content over there. Most of it is different from what I actually post on YouTube. I'll do things like thrift with me is why I'm not picking up specific pieces while I'm out at the thrift. Bolo brands I'll post there as well, different things like that. So would love it if you would join me over there. And as always, if you are not already subscribed, would absolutely love it if you would join us here on the channel. And I did want to give a huge shout out to each and every one of you who have subscribed. We did just hit 2,000 subscribers, which is bananas. I feel like it was just yesterday that we hit 1,000. So I feel like that escalated pretty quickly, but I'm super appreciative for each and every one of you that, you know, decide to subscribe and watch my videos every week. Could not do this without you, would not do this without you, honestly. My favorite part about it is just feeling like I have a little community of friends that have similar interests and a similar hobby as me. So anyways, I'm just rambling at this point, so I'm gonna let you guys go. I hope you guys have a great day.